Hallo. Mõtlesin, et ma ei ole seda mängu kunagi lõpuni teinud, nii et võiks nagu proovida jälle. Ja ma viimati mängisin, ma ei tea, see oli just mingi 10 tundi äkki mängisin seda, seal oli ikka hulga maad minna ja ma ei mäleta mitte muhvigi, kuhu kohta ma pooleli jäin, nii et targem on ilmselt otsast peale alustada. Ja kas validagi siit mingi asi, mis on mulle valmis juba tehtud või? Tinker raisk. Teha ise mingi haige karakter. Motoorika +4. Unstable. Mingi enda asi välja mõelda. Random. Üks int ainult. Ma ei teagi, ne. 4, 2, 2, 4. Võib-olla need 2 punktid siin on raisatud juba. Nagu nii mõtete. Pane kõike 3. See võib ka suht loll olla. Mitte millegagi ei saa kindla peale hakkama. Davai, absoluutselt kõik keskel. Mingi jura peab veel valima siit. Signature skill. Ühe saab ainult võtta. Love and be loved by drugs. Nojah. Reaktsioonikiirus. Ma ei teagi. On ka päriselt üks ainult kõik valida siit. Neid on nii palju ja läheks päris mitut siit juba. Hunches and gut feelings. Big locks and pockets. Tundub ka hea, aga mul 3 ainult. See tundub hea raisk. Perception. Begin.
There is nothing, only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever.
No see on küll mingi pseudojutt juba.
Never,
Simply keep on non-existing.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Ex-wives. Ibis-
Yes, it is. You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
Need kumbki vastus ei tähenda mitte sittagi.
I know you
Mingi
do,
jumala
baby.
pseudopaskme.
I know. Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage. Do you really? You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself.
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Ühe punktiga tegi ära skill check'i või? Nojah siis. Wait, I did this to myself. I don't care.
Somewhere in the sore, bloated man-meter round, like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert.
Take me back. Ma ei viitsi, mul villalt pseudost. Lase välja mind. Lase mind mängu raisk.
Annoy that. And God, the fiery streak penetrates your...
Sain välja lõpuks. Nojah. Jumala kännis. Ühipudel ainult. Pane püksad jalga. Mis see on, särk või?
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Asja siin toimub, lint on laiali jooksnud makista. Üks saabas. Ja aken on ka puruks.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Assess the damage, nagu mis ma teen selle, kui ma teada saan.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Sa ei teada, et ise
A
lõi
fine
akna
web of
katki.
scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot.
No nüüd ma tean, kus teine saabas vähemalt on.
You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Uus quest, otsi üles see teine saabas. See on lips veel. Seda kinni ei saa panna kuskilt ventilaatorit.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Haarad lipsu või proovid kinni panna. Ma ei tea, no. Skill check, haara lipsu.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
Nii on väheke lihtsam, jah.
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous thick tie with 4 or 5 different...
Küll mida iganes. +1 Inland Empire. Ja. Mingi asi andis miinust ka. No jah. Kõik asjad ei anna plussi. Ja üks quest on ainult otsi saabas. Riided need on. Särk. See annab ka miinust. Aga juba pani selga.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Nii ära joonud, et ei tea ise ka enam, kes see tegelane on.
Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in it as you slowly reach your hand. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Ei taha ennast vaadata peeglist.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it. Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin. It's not. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
Suure ninaga vend.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers. Behold.
Kuradi, see on see Bad Santa.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you? Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. Oh my God. You can't stop. It's
Ei
like
saa
it's not even
lõpetada
voluntary. What does
irvitamist.
it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Ükski ei ole normaalne.
You should check yourself for a pulse, because from here it looks like a cadaverous spasm. You find no sign of life on your swollen neck. However, putting your hand on your chest reveals an irregular heartbeat. You appear to be alive. For now.
3% võimalus ära teha.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all.
Küll veeretame 3% võimalust ka
It's
juba.
too late.
Mida iganes, noh. Lonkab minema. Ühe saapaga vend. Pani kellegi raha rotti. Näe, saabas ka olemas.
There they both are. Two identical
Esimene
sheep,
quest on tehtud.
both copiously green and indiscriminate like two baby crocodiles. Good, they're balanced, comfy.
Annavad ka midagi nüüd või? Ja siis see... Ma ei oska prantsuse keelt, ma ei oska isegi hääldada seda, mis miinust ma saan. Nüüd on see ühe peal. Sneak under their nose. Mis tähendab üldse? Et mingi, et oled märkamatu või? Need riided on liiga haiged, need jäävad silma kohe. Nüüd hakkab jooksma juba karakter.
Hello, officer.
Kes see on?
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
No. Because you're a police officer, sir.
Mente.
Okay, cool. I won't. First, I have to ask, are you okay, sir?
She's right. Something wants to come out through your mouth, right in front of her, right here. It makes
Ropsi
you
hakkab
put your
panema või?
hand on your stomach and swallow.
Sir, you've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Ühe korra saab seda täringut veeretada ainult. Ja kui ma midagi muud ütlen, siis see kaob ära.
The words have already left
Ei
your mouth.
õnnestunud. I want to fuck with you.
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on, man. Pretty, please. One more time. Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cop are you? Okay, sir. I have to ask. Do you really not remember? Just like
Mul on siuke tunne, et see vestlus ei lähe mitte kuskile. Kui ma räägin, kuskil on, et ma tahaks ära minna ka lihtsalt. Või?
I'm sorry. It's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me.
Oh, jah.
And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
see on poni. Ajaleht. tegelane on üldse. see on kõlar või?
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, that was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Are you the bartender, nagu mis selle küsimuse point on, ta on baari leti taga.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room? Oh, it's not? You're right, it's not.
Vaata kuradi linnu
A
topist.
competent work of taxidermy. The white and
Türa,
brown
kui äge,
seabird
noh.
lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall.
Ja minu karakter tegi seda
A
raudselt.
small engraved steel tag says, "The Great Skua, Ste Koarius Skua." Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Ma ei hakka isegi küsima, kas ta on mingi baaripidaja.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. As you approach, if an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would, on the sleeve of his bomber jacket as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
See on siis
Hello.
baarimees või?
I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
ei tea enda nime öelda talle.
This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative.
58% võimalik hea nimi välja mõelda või?
Concentration makes you
Nice.
squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps
Say
closer to it.
nothing.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here? Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Veel sittagi teinud.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing.
Nojah. 3 questi on nüüd järsku. Laiba peab puu otsast alla võtma. Baarmaniga rääkima ja... Kuradi, politsei märk on ka kadunud veel, noh. Mis see on? See on. See. Täpselt nagu Baldur's Gate 3-s, noh. Kõik kuhu vajutada saab, tuleb vajutada, noh. Ma vajutasin ennast mega imelikesse situatsioonidesse seal mängus, noh. See on. Mingid söögiriistad või?
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns
Unimpressive beard. Mingi kuradi ongi paar karva ainult.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
Nüüd peab nime välja mõtlema või? What is cold and orange? See on nii loll.
Are you kidding me?
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also
Ikka
took
ta ei
you
tea
a
nime,
while to
noh.
call us and report the dead body.
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many cafeterias I manage.
Suur boss on see vend.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective. I have everything. You?
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
See on ikka värdjas, noh. Kohe algust peale mega agro, noh. Hea küll, ma küsin ära siis. Miks ma peaks küsima? Miks ma uuesti peaks küsima? Ütles juba, kes ta on. Who killed him, noh. Kuradi, case solved. Mäng läbi.
She went away because none of your business.
On värdjas, ei taha rääkida ka veel.
Extra fine. Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Franco-Nigerian.
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him? Suru
Are
me
you
teda.
crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Harjub the bartender, noh. Miks see küsimus on? Hea küll.
No, I'm not the bartender.
You look like a
That period
bartender.
of my life is over. Not everyone who I have 3 cafeterias.
Let's go.
Not
Luis
so
30.
fast. You owe me 130 real.
Reaal. Slip away. 28% võimalus. Hea küll. töötaski või?
As you blow this joint, behind you a whiny voice shouts.
Real mature, man. Real mature.
Käi persse oma 130 rahaga, noh. See mida. Tünn.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork vapor emanates from the large engine on the... This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook. A scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you.
What is this machine? See on politseiauto siis vaata. Fuel preheater, mida kurat?
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some...
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do?
Mul vaja võiks
Is
minna.
work.
Kõik
It's
asjad
robust.
võtame.
What lets you see things. The handles are long and sleek. The pry bar, useful for opening. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers, and the frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Sellele Silviale kohe helistada. Või ma ütlen neile, et see kuradi politsei märk on ära kadunud.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number is...
Received. Hold on.
Mingi kuradi R-reipi tuleb sealt. Start slapping.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you.
Malaika.
Yes, hello? Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about
What the
it.
fuck?
No, not me. No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse. No one calls the police. The Union would get angry.
Kuradi, mis see und on? Mingi tööliste mingi liit või?
You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here. Okay.
Push on. Tavi.
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
The other people who live around here. Local people. I didn't want trouble. You don't live here. You don't understand. Squealing is frowned upon here.
Kartis
Everything
ära
is dealt with.
kituda.
Well, please, I just didn't want any trouble. I didn't know I had to report it.
Hakkab nutma.
I thought someone would take him down eventually.
Ma ei tea, kas peaks suruma edasi.
Yes, I know. It's just... Was there anything else? Yeah, go on. You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir. Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
See kuradi baarman või?
You know whom? Maybe, I don't know. I just
Kutsu
know I have to take this time
ohvile
off
või?
right now. No, absolutely not.
Damage moraal. Aga sisetunne enne ütles, et kutsu. Võib-olla ma oleks pidanud enne kutsuma, kui ma teda kuradi siin suruma hakkasin.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Don't call me again. Küll, kui saab veeretada, siis veeretame.
No, she doesn't have a problem with you. It must be someone else she's angry about. Some other guy. Like Gart. You know women and their constant problems. That's where you step in. You're Lieutenant Love, matchmaker extraordinaire. Help the poor girl out, lest she turns into a spinster.
Pinster. Asja.
Not a spinster, my God. You have to intervene on behalf of love. First, calm her down.
Tere küll, see on
Tell her
mingi
you've got
sisetunne,
everything.
ma läheb segast
Think you can
raudselt.
do that, Lieutenant Love?
Mida vittu näe? Refuse the love quest. Küll. Kido.
No. What?
Türa küll. Papa Scottis.
Oh God. Please, just stay out of my life.
Give the lieutenant a
What?
wink.
What is it?
Call was dominated by the other party. Anything else?
It's on. The love quest is on.
Love
Too
quest
late,
või?
everyone. It's on. Take it to Gart now.
Me küll
Just a
siis
second, officer.
ütleme, et see
Scrawny old
politseimärk on
man
ka
sits
kadunud.
in a dusty cubicle, smoking.
10-4, what's your status? Over.
It's not good.
10-18, 10-20, over. State your message, sir. Over. 10-9, repeat message. Over. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
Say nothing.
Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
Tikk Mullen.
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge.
Hea, et mul seal punktid on, et ma teadsin seda. Muidu oleks arvanudki, et Tikk Mullen on.
Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost...
He lost his what now?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge. 10-9 coming.
New heights even for...
Ask him.
Need korrutavad sama sitta
Sergeant
enne.
Dawson.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
Relv on ka kadunud või? Seersant tahab teada.
Okay, it's gone.
10-9 coming, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering...
Convince
about your
them
gun.
that you didn't
Over.
lose your gun. Küll, kui saab veeretada, siis veeretab.
Even before
Hea
you
küll,
get the words
42%
out,
ka ei
everything
lähe
gets
täppi.
scrambled in your brain.
He says he didn't lose his gun. Or his phone, whatever that means.
Ask him to describe it.
Satellite Officer McLean requests a description of your weapon.
Oh, request a description, huh? We'll give him one. Describe the plasma gun.
It's a single-shot kill A9. An armistice, to be precise.
Sõber aitas välja.
Says it's a kill 9 armistice? What, is he a fucking... Clearly he doesn't have his Villiers anymore.
Dear God, he lost his gun.
Teistsugune relv on
This
seal
isn't
tegelasel.
really a laughing...
Mac can face the giant...
Mingi 3 tegelast mingi gängi teevad.
Sergeant Dawson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over.
I left it at his mama's. No jah.
That's a negative. Not going to say that.
What's he saying? Share with the class.
He said he sodomized your mother.
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerve he's got.
Sure her vanilla waffles?
Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. This is my... Tell him to apologize.
Sergeant Orson requests that you apologize for the claims you made about his mother. Over. Mac, he says you shouldn't... Who? Satellite Officer V. I'm afraid he... Firewater?
Firewater.
Satellite Officer V. 10-4, affirmative.
Oh,
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. Be smart about it.
10-4, sir, I'm not hearing your question. Ten-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over. What? What is... He seems intoxicated and keeps...
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
Ei saa nime teada ikka.
That's a negative, sir. I got a 10-12 here. Over. 10...
You probably don't want to continue on this road.
No, sir, I haven't. You're not really... 10-4. Does he actually want something, or is he... He asked if he ever told... For God's sake, cut this shit out! Sir, satellite officer. So, was there anything else? Understood, sir.
Ma ei hakka küsima ta käest otse, et mis nimi on.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
Hea küll. See vend. On ja aias auk, ne?
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. Hard to say. Your vision is blurred in your cop habit. You look at... This isn't case-related, you think. The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message, written in the language of burnt rubber. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there.
Tagurdas sisse või? Ai, mis asja? Reverse. Ta sõitis sisse ja siis tagurdas minema.
And then accelerated straight into the fence. Left the hole. The driver proceeded to back out of the yard before heading south.
Loogilisem oleks, kui ta oleks sisse sinna tagurdad, näe.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage friendly.
Sherlock Holmes lahendas ära just.
Somehow that makes you feel scared.
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. With the jam
you could follow the track.
See follow the track või?
This Postlavantore mail collection box has been heavily vandalized. A faint sticker on the side reads RCM emergency.
Löö jalaga kuradi
100
postkasti või?
With a slogan Mankind be vigilant.
Mida iganes.
Kuno's got this.
Mingi
If
jobi,
there
noh.
ever was such a thing as an ugly kid,
Kremlin.
this is it. He's
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno. Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick. Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes.
Fuck that, Kuno. Yeah, right in the mouthhole. Shits himself. The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno. The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno is not a gardener. The fuck are you talking about?
The fuck?
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other. All right, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you... Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Shitload pig. Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask
Kuno's fuck imp.
Tere, see vend vist ei ole jah mitte midagi ei ütle, näe.
I don't know. Kuno gives this info out on a just a... Yeah, you tell the... Your...
Sellega ei ole mõtet rääkida, näe. Mida iganes.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. You seem to be holding your breath.
Otsa ronida.
yes.
The corpse looks at you with bulging. You seem to be... A cargo belt twists his neck.
8% võimalik.
The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell...
Active decay. It's okay.
He's about to blow. Cop's gonna blow, Kuno.
Paneb ropsi.
The smell is repulsive.
Nojah.
Too late. It's until the smell of Commodore Red rises.
Keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. There is fruit nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small... There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
kuradi aednik on see. See ropsi saab vaadata maas olevat. Mis see on?
There are several footprints in the mud.
Aha, need on jalajäljed hoopis.
Anywhere from 6 heavy workers' boots. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Noted.
Ma küll 42% jälle.
Maybe more than
Ops,
12.
toimis.
No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth. 1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 46. 2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot.
Kõik on erineva
Steel
suurusega.
reinforced toes. Number 4. Standard work boot. Number 45. You don't know. It's a 5. Another standard work boot. 6. An aberration. Light as air. Even pace. Impossible to tell. Could also have been an... You're not bad. It's
See on
as if
mingi
the whole
endaga
world
rääkimine.
darkens. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work
Üle
boot.
200 kilo.
Number 46. But the 8. And yet another standard work boot. Number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the soul.
How many?
400 million.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20. I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary? 200? Could it be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
From here, the boot, the victim.
It's bad.
He appears to be wearing some kind of armored boots. I can't see any exotic prints here. Someone had to carry him. Are any of the other prints deep enough? Which ones? I think we have arrived at a conclusion here. Possibly, yes. A woman or a kid? Okay. How do you know?
He knows it's hard to discern sex from a person's gait.
Understood. Anything else? Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul.
Mingi talla ekspert,
Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
Drummer.
No, it's not. Forget I said it. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right. We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a... A week, maybe?
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the track.
What do I think? Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his
Sain
direction.
level up'i või?
At first glance, disappeared.
Indeed.
Äkki küll muidu huvitas su arvamus. Jutusta oma ette. Level up. Ükskõik kuhu saan panna Perceptionisse juurde. Äkki paneme juurde siis lihtsalt. Ja kus ta... juba läks. Magneesium.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, eternite.
Eternit.
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Lööme selle katki raisk.
Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
nojah,
What is this then? A tool shed?
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine.
Antsu paneb
Sweet
keegi siin kuuri all.
The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. See that ladder there?
see on mingi raha, mingi korjamine käib, noh. Jätsin ikka laiba sinna hoovi rippuma, noh. Postkaart. Ega raha. Igal pool, kes need inimesed on, kes raha jätavad igale poole, noh. Kast. Jälle raha. Jälle raha või? Paberraha isegi. Nagu siit ei saa kuskil edasi. Ongi mingi kuradi raha luutimise katus või? Kuskil ei saa vajutada siin. Joppe peale saab. Kus ta läheb?
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle on its back.
See on politsei joppe.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM in... You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Sa hüppad sinna välja ja 8% võimalus.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance. Oh, then he turns back to the sad piece of fabric flapping in the wind.
What are we doing? Or it could be that we adjusted the cloak? Well...
The cloak looks like a bag of goods.
Küll, 8% võimalus.
Who knows what its pockets may hide.
Hüppab, kukub üle ääre nina peale. Ei julge hüpata.
Nope, no. That's still too high. What? You could have died there.
Moraal.
Shit.
Hey! I understand. We can always come back when you are feeling...
Nojah. Ja kui need asjad nulli jõuavad, siis on mingi kõige või? Alt tõesti ei ulata siin. Seda mulle näitab, et mul siin on open locked containers in the world. Selle kasti pidin lahti tegema. Mis seal oli? Äkki. Ja nüüd on hilja juba. Tegin selle lahti. Ei saa aru, noh. siis ei ole vist midagi. Häman mingi kuradi kastiga siin katusel, noh. Prügikast.
This trash container is locked. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but the body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Trash? Food waste from the cafeteria?
I feel.
What do you mean, feel?
Tunnetab raisk.
We could try using a pry bar. The one you took from my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Või lähme küsime manageri käest lihtsalt, mitte ei hakka lõhkuma siin raisk. Politseinik, esimene asi, lõhun katki asjad. Löön prügikasti pooleks. Davai, värdjas, anna võti.
Real mature, man.
Damn, your feet thought we got away.
Selle eest jooksin enne minema ja seda raha või?
What are you, brain damaged?
What is this money? Mõtlesin, what is this money for, lugesin, aga ise mõtlesin juurde enne kui küsisin.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or 8 bottles of potent blend.
There's a shuffle of... That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
You know what? The stupid drinks you've had are on the house. You know why? Because I know you can't... Now, I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window. That's not entirely cool. Now, what the hell did you want? I assume you wanted something to come back here. Mine? No, it...
Thank you for clearing the debt.
Why?
I thought as much.
Well, yeah.
It seems a little
kaua peab
callous,
küsima asju, et saada võtit raisk.
Something stirs in you.
Little gallows.
Prod at him and find out.
Callous? What are you? Krasmazov?
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is
No one was implying you were, officer.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Selle Silvia kohta peame ka rääkima. I've seen something here. Mida?
What thing? Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest, and they come here and they...
We should find out who this Lord faction is. We don't. We have to wait.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
God.
Talle ei meeldi, et ma rääkisin selle Silviaga.
Oh, but he should be. Lay it on him.
Mida vittu, kuradi riistakarussell.
Of course you do. This was your
Küll.
Wonderful.
It is.
What? What does that mean?
Tule, mis kuradi haige asi. Drill inside your mouth with your tongue. Näitleb ette.
Huh?
Yeah, this feels right. It feels wise. Good setup. Now speak the...
God, does it mean you talk to...
What else do you need?
Mis kuradi riistakarusselli kinnisidee siin on?
The man leans his hand.
She broke the bird, you know. The great skewer.
Ma arvasin, et
I
minu
found it on
karakter
the
lõhkus
ground
ära
with a
selle
broken wing.
linnu, mitte see
In the
naine.
morning she left. I should have known. It was her way of telling me to piss off. I should stuff...
Or you broke the bird. It can also be that. I think Sylvie even. Yes, the bird is connected to this. It's a symbol of hope, and she broke it.
Symbol of hope, no see on küll veits, ma ei tea. Fuck on see kokk-kärussel, nagu mida vittu.
No, it was her. She's off to ride that carousel you told me about. Cock carousel. They ride the cock carousel until the clock runs out. Here, have the rest. Now, let me have a drink and...
And there we have it. Isn't that beautiful?
Doktor Laav. Alkohol. 4 korda saab kasutada, annab 1 füüsiiki, võtab 1 moraali. Mul on... moraali on vähe raisk.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank. And this... But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be... You don't really know, do you? A vague, blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay.
Dumpster hobo cup.
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time.
Mõtle mingi aadressi peale. Tähendab. Karaoke.
Hello, sweetie.
Kryptosuu... Asi, kryptosuoloogi... Ma oskaski hääldada seda.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
Maybe I am.
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
Wink sellele vana tädile. Wink.
I'm sorry. You must... I'm Lena.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew.
Wacky.
Hire her on the spot.
To sweeties get money. No, mingi invaliidi käest kirja ma ei hakka.
Yes, dear.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body.
No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was injured in the line of duty. Oh my. What happened?
Mina olin sõjas, mõtleb ise välja.
That's how you'd think. I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays. No problem.
Would you like to roll with me, noh? No jah. What I am doing.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't... Oh my. You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the whirling... Yes, indeed. We are in the fine
Revachol.
city of Revachol. How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the
Ei näe
world.
küll välja mingi ilusa
We're
linnana.
fortunate to be here. I haven't seen very many other... Speaking of history, you know what year it is.
Enne lugesin
Yes?
seina pealt.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should...
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Kapp-režiim. Machines. Ma ei kujuta ette ka. Dictatorship of the Proteli. Mis asja noh?
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people... Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own.
But they still have cops.
Oh, dear. And you were doing so well. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like...
She's scared now. She's realized you really are
Brain damage.
You were doing quite...
Aside.
But maybe a defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and it has something to do with everything. Someone more educated...
No, I'm not an encyclopedia.
Of course. Then,
Get
I
the
don't
reality
know.
lowdown.
Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez. Of course.
Ta andis mulle pastapliiatsi. Ahvi peaga. Äkki mul on muud ka teha, mul on vaja prügikaste läbi otsida. Ne?
This trash container is locked. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Maybe you shouldn't. Miks? Ma juba nägin nii palju vaeva, et seda võtit leida. Ne? Keda
The
kotid siin
smell of
lahti?
rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
You see milk, an egg rest with one broken egg in it, some pasta wrapper. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Teksapüksid.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills. Are these the victim's clothes? The smell is not nearly as bad as the cadaver. These clothes could not have been in contact with the deceased for more than 2 days.
Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he dropped
Keegi
them in
võttis
his
riided
office.
ära sellel laibal. Mis sa tahab endale jätta neid teksapükse?
Guitar marked blue jeans. Okay, the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there?
Something slimy catches your eye. A
Reach for
drab,
it.
long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored.
This is a military type overgarment. No label or serial number.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple
Ütles,
as
et ainult
someone
temal
from the
ja
hostel cleaning it
prügifirmal
out.
on võti. Ne?
Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force. Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and his establishment had the key. It's just a small... See?
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the
Võtan
You pick
selle-
out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow
rassistliku kuradi kruusi võtab. Mine noh. Jukke see on siis.
It's just nothing. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. Something larger.
Officer, is that your paperwork? It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've
Mingi
even got an autopsy form
dokumendi
in there.
leidsin.
If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash? Boring. Try dangerous. You should do a thorough inventory of that. Be sure some has not fallen into the hands of the RCM's enemies, organized crime or worse. Official notes sometimes contain informants' names, even undercover. It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Siuke kruus ongi.
It's
Interact.
just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Oh boy, here we go.
Vaatab
What are you going to
rassistliku
say
kruusi
about the
lihtsalt.
broken, tossed away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do.
But it was in the trash. It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the
Kõrn
faint
uriini
smell
hais.
of the
Mis
urinal
asja?
cleaner. There's a piece of toilet paper, or it's a metaphor. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila! An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. The surface is interrupted by a
mingi
silver
kuradi
sticker.
vetsupaberi tüki äravõtmisel on ka mingi 3 rida seletavat teksti või?
Notice it before.
Kes see arvas, et see hea idee on?
Looks like an official mark, made to be low visibility outside the right circumstance.
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property. Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to...
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
It depends. Aside from an anti...
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers, they're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches. Once in a while, work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating... It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Attempted, jah. Arvestades, kui hästi mul praegu läheb, siis need ongi ainult need katsed raisk.
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes. 2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me. It's okay.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. There is, for precisely 1 more. 50. The tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen.
Selle kuradi ahvi pastakaga.
Interview the cafeteria. It's not exactly poetry, but a satisfying slash sounds across the paper. Things to be done and things already done.
No, actually. Any ideas?
Peab nime panema sellele case'ile, uurimisele, uurimus või uurimine. Ma ei tea, mis vahet on. Shit on a stick.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Yes, it appears you employ a title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples. Yes, all caps. One is others appear more. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Yes, however, it's a holdover from the early days of the RCM. Right after the revolution.
Square
the
bullet
organization
hole
had little
murders.
idea how to do things. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. I pray his love. Rail spiked through the head. He died.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little it's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone. Blue. The blue heart. Don't look in. Something rattles inside, and something small inside. The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but with your hands, you 4-sized pages hang from the clip, screwed to the top. The acidic stench of, like the bits they put into public piss bowls.
Issand jumal, nii kaua aega pean ühte mingit kuradi raamatut või seda vihikut läbi otsima.
At some point in its journey, the ledger has seen that your nose does not understand what it did wrong. In the back, you see thin then rip them from the binder. 3. The topmost are misconduct fines. You don't have to be an intellectual giant. A monetary penalization. These are quite all in a print. A dozen pages of thin.
Yes,
the rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse.
Küll veeretame iga asja peale, kus saab.
You can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB 41. Then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 4112011. Why yes, your priest. Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it.
ADB on nimi siis.
It's safe to say HDB are your initials.
Need küll ei ole ükski õige.
I got nothing here either. Yeah, we're staying. It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start?
Unsolvable case.
This one is relatively easy. The mural is true love is people call. The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the case file. The crew, the 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message. All of Lakeside, Central General, a staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority. And that love truly is possible in the next world for new people. And it is too late for us.
Can we wreak havoc on other nations?
Did anyone ask you what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger? What do you want to tackle next? Or are we done? Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden pages is not. The ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. Arson, petty theft, you don't exactly.
Nii kaua aega läks mingi kuradi raamatu lugemisega.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close. Looks like it's time for me. I'm going away. What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig? Murder?
Nendega ei saa rääkida, näe. Küsin nüüd, et mis toimub, miks sinu prügis on laevariided raisk?
You should totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get.
You should sing karaoke, yeah.
People need to know your vast oceanic soul. Exactly. Through a PA by other people. You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
Something happy.
No. You would need another copy of the tape first, though.
Can I help you? Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why...
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself. Thank you anyway.
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I
Sylvia.
can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my stuff. None of us would tamper with the
Äkki sa
privacy.
kõndisid unes?
I think fugue states are more... Yes? Another thing. Great. I love that. What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. Fine. Okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
8 minuti pärast.
Yes? Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in the question.
Ei taha, et ma laulaks karaoket. Siis ma pean tõesti lugema ühe lehe veel raamatust, et aega edasi lükata.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board. It takes about half an hour to... A.K., you were so drunk. Leslie, the only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to bypassers and for Bert to stop dismantling signage and rear-view mirrors would be... You would think that, but you're threatening. It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations. Good, you're learning. He must, in the he can't get, which is also why the office, not much has changed.
Hea küll. Piisavalt aega on edasi läinud. Kus see köök on tal? See ei olegi köök. Teiselt poolt.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Yes?
Nüüd on köögi uks lahti järsku. Raharotti igalt poolt. Aamendab.
You see, you immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
Blue.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
Cobalt blue throne. Mini
Yes,
side
I suppose it's worth
investigation.
seeing if we can get in.
Mega.
Just to be thorough. As a
Stereo
side investigation. Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria...
The cobalt blue surface feels roughed. The door does not. You see...
Ma siis saan sinna sisse. Salauks. Äkki talle võti anda.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Oh, yes, that door. Sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not all
Seda isegi ei huvita, mis seal on.
An air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Fine, okay. A little. So, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes?
Ei ole isegi võtid sinna. Üks level juurde. Veel Perceptionisse. Perception Max. Või on midagi targemat, kuhu seda kulutada. Punches and gut feelings. See tundub ka päris hea. Fix locks and pockets. Hand-eye coordinationit on ka vaja. Reconstruct crime scenes. See oleks nagu politseiametis ja ma arvan, see hand-eye coordination tasub panna siia punkte. Ma ei tea, me peaks talle laiba sealt puu otsast alla tooma lõpuks. Ta ütles mulle, et aedniku juurest või apteegist. Aednik on siin. Hoopis teisel pool, jah. Ma hoian kõik aga all, kuhu saab vajutada. See on mingi raamatupood üldse.
Hello, sir. Step right in.
I'm the law.
I know, sir. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? Okay, sir. My name is Annette. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance,
By
and
brutally dismantling the free market. Mis kuradi tekst?
Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm.
Iganes. Raamatut õues. Sildid. Ratist kinni sellele vennal.
Are you trying to pigs come to take me out? Trying to snuff me out? Then why are you sneaking up? Trying to sneak...
See siin on. Raha jälle. Magnesium. Orange bum hat. Kuradi pompsumüts. Siis mida see retoorika annab mulle üldse? Mis ta plussi annab? Reaction speedi annab pompsumüts või? Persuasion. Nagu nii kedagi ära ei ole rääkinud, aga popsumüts pähe. Uks on kinni. Suspiciously.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Conceptualize. Miks ma seda seina vaatan?
You have no clue.
Ei ole
So
aimu.
many.
See kuradi apteek on, mida ma otsima pidin. Pompsumüts, nüüd läheme otsime kuradi prügikastiga läbi. Okay.
This coin-operated viewer is facing... Your money disappears, the curtains on the display, the lenses shift. It looks as if it was...
Really? I don't have the eyesight.
What? Ilmselt teisele poole vaata. Katki.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench.
We can...
Aga ma pidin seda valguse vastu vaatama.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft...
All right.
The dashboard, like a leopard, the lights unfold.
There you go.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations. There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows. The first row has 18 dots. The next is the longest. It runs all the way. There are so many, it's hard to count. More, the last row has 3 perforations.
Loe 200 täppi kokku.
That's it. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst...
Ah, Martinez. Let me see. Right here.
Seems like a shithole.
It has its problems. Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed. The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all.
18 aastat.
What did you do before you volunteered? Fair point. This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of... Wow, more than 200! It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers. Call it what you want. Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
3 killi.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the gem, there are certain officers who treat their kills, but it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for. Yes. Everyone has their own. Personally, I find it helps to keep all this and that. Let's not get into it now. Anything's better than an...
It's meant in earnest. Please don't...
If you want to pour out the booze you've been carrying around on duty, I'm certainly not going to stop you.
A dark pool of cheap wine appears at your feet. Honorably done. You have given up some of your own.
Kallab kuradi veini maha. I'm sorry for killing you, jah.
Very noble
Poeetiline
of you.
variant.
Are we done here?
The lieutenant.
Right.
See on aednik.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? We don't see...
The place looks the part.
Of course. What can I help? Sure. Go easy on that stuff. Of course. Where to? What do you mean? Yes.
He knows where we are.
There's the pier, the harbor gate, some shop.
Tulkin läbi asjad, ma ei viitsi
No
rääkida.
problem. Of course.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to...
Sure.
Ma võtan su kuradi kindad, et laip maha tõmmata. Lihtsalt need siin. Geeks go home. Fuck the police. Kindad kätte. Ja ammoonia. Me küll võtame laiba maha lõpuks. See tatt pillub siin.
There he still is, looking right through you.
Activity.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
The ammonia only makes it work. The second time, not so much.
Makes it worse.
When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Nor does the wind right now.
The weight is reassuring.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here.
I don't wanna
Alcohol
be a
withdrawal
cop, yeah.
makes it considerably harder. No. This is... You need to get your shit together. We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now. Give it half an hour. Get yourself together.
Pool tundi. Ma loen siis raamatut nii kaua jälle või? Seal on volumetric shit kompressor. Nojah. Mõtle välja, kust ta pärit on. Peab selle enne tegema. Raamat jäi nüüd.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board.
Hidden
With
compartment.
the permeables drawn. Just relax. The slides snap back into place. It's without resistance. Or 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard. 2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacle. Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. It smells of chewing. A touch of cinnamon. The familiar handwriting line. A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to
Vähemalt on
write you a
nimi
letter
nüüd juba
so
teada.
you can
Harry.
read it when you wake up. Throw it away, please.
Throw it away.
A merciful wind blows in from the Bay of Revachol, dusting the ground at your feet and raising newspapers far away. You feel the card slipping into it.
Hold on.
Your hands shake. Every step I take, you, kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your... You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No, hold on. To what?
Detective, is everything alright?
Kukkus kokku või? surma sai mu tegelane. Ongi läbi või?
There is nothing again.
Saigi läbi või? Ai, see on mingi jälle mingi... kuradi... sisemonoloog või mingi asi.
Well, that's me, Blue Eye, who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell hearing, because it's...
Tell him.
Ah, yes. It didn't smell nice.
There is no floated corpse. You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate.
Yeah.
Its delicious glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness. In the upholstered cabin of...
Drink.
The water is cold.
Drink.
With greedy gulp.
What happened?
Kokku kukkus lihtsalt, ei ole mäng läbi.
That does sometimes happen. You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed? Good.
See saab vähemalt tehtud.
It's the ledger you found in the track. Without resistance or sound, it's slightly, ever so slightly, difficult to breathe, thin, see-through copy. The rest of the stinking, it takes about half an hour. It would be very... That's all you... Who knows? Though, don't worry. One day you may still... Some assholes brought their couch outside and hung out on it. In the middle of the street, on the roof, on the hillside. Insufferable. They were leaving cigarette butts. No, you didn't have time. Murder. Tum. At the hookah parlor. Was a case Joseph Mills didn't. Okay. So the case is handed to you because Mills isn't getting anywhere, and you look into it. Here's the setup. A young man is found dead in a hookah parlor. No, it's soot and water vapor. It doesn't do any... Yeah, no one... Mills hasn't... See? You can't even read the thing without solving it. Yeah, it was that. Turns out hookah does do... Smoking hookah. Not much is...
Nojah. See sai ka tehtud. Nüüd saab alla võtta lõpuks laiba, siin saab mitut asja korraga teha. Ostsid ka Summer Sale'ilt selle. Aga ma nägin jah, see oli mingi mega odav, mingi, mis see oli, 5 euro ja 4 euro. Eiga mul oli see tegelikult juba, ma olin kunagi mänginud ka, aga ma ei ole seda kunagi lõpuni teinud. Viimane kord, kui ma mängisin, oli 2020 vist. 4 aastat tagasi. Mõtlesin, et proovin siis uuesti. Ja jõuan sama kaugele ja jätan samas kohas pooleli. Et tegelikult ma mäletan, ma jätsin selle pärast pooleli selle mängu eelmine kord, et mul korruptis mingi see save file ära ja mul läks mitu tundi nagu asja raisku ja siis ma ei viitsinud enam. Ja vana ka enam 4 aastat hiljem edasi ei mängi, sest mäleta, mis seal oligi enam. Ja siis on White Morning. Nüüd saab alla võetud lõpuks või? 83% võimalus.
As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at...
Did you...
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of... The material, delicate, these are clearly not boots.
Indeed. Ceramic plate. Under the...
Armor, bootsid.
Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
What happened to the rest of it?
The locals probably scavenged it. We should keep a lookout for these species.
peab otsima üles ta üle
yield information.
rüüsis
This
või?
is one thing he might actually know.
The sabatons dangle off the man's.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for,
How much are
for
we
a full
talking
set,
about?
About 4 years of
4
wages.
aastat palka.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted.
Ka-ching!
By catching, do you mean let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
Paneme rotti või?
Mm-hmm. It means disciplinary hearing.
The lieutenant nods often. It's part of his unplastic expression range.
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I agree. This equipment...
A small bell-like sound fills the...
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistribution.
Faint, organic, like whirls of
aga
floorboards.
mingi
The
saabaste
design looks
pärast
organic,
räägime siin
influenced
tund
by
aega.
highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae, and if trees were made of porcelain, the smooth gloss... The whirls are in the shape of a letter and number
Good. Can you read it to me? We have a make and a number. That's something. We can...
This feels dangerous. The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward,
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head.
Brutal!
Tõmbab pea otsast või? This is a bad idea.
What's wrong with...
I don't know.
Officer, if I may...
the cadaver slowly The hangman's knot is pulled This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Masendus ründas või? Ma ei tea, mul enne oli mingi imelik asi, kui ma seda mingit kuradi nätsupaberit nõusutas. My brain tells me so.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing? Okay, you should ask me for one the first moment we get. A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either. I was afraid it would be.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt. An intricate... His corpse is marked alcohol and heartbreak.
Kuradi.
A map of the stars.
As if someone left out most of them.
So am I.
Kuradi planeedid on kõhu peal. Tähed.
He wears a wide leather. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket.
A triggered sunshine.
Triggered.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
What the fuck?
An instant color camera.
Lonesome Way Home.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small amp.
In case we need it. It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of... Sure.
The glassy-eyed corpse, these are dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to I'm gone.
Surnuga hakkab rääkima või?
What do you mean? It's the power of your imagination.
See on ju lolliks ära läinud juba.
Go ahead. Ask me more questions. I'm a joke. Look at me. A killer. A motherfucker. Go ahead. Into the wild. In the past. Way out in the west.
Why do I love questions?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look, here you go, you loony.
Türa, keel ongi ära läinud kuradi lolliks, noh.
Because you have. Do I remind you of someone? No, not quite. You sure are gonna... Fuck no. You're between you and me. Your name is probably... You might be on to come back later, cop.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent... Only the lower extremities are pink.
How should I know why you are squinting, officer? Oh.
The monster.
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead, no shit, no.
I do.
Stop. It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
The pool of blood and...
The victim appears to...
The fuck he's saying?
Okay.
Talking about shit.
Maybe. I think the noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with... Everything here seems to corroborate that assumption. But we should...
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of this. The steel-reinforced belt presents a... The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship.
Maybe we should shoot him down. Давай.
How?
Bullet will break it.
It absolutely will not, officer.
That's not how physics works.
Pigs will miss Kuno.
Take the shot.
But what else can we do?
He breathes.
Oh yeah, do this shit. Fuck it up.
Wait, let me try.
Silence. And produces a
Davai, ta ise valis seda.
A paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. Securing it, he then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim.
Shoot the motherfucker down.
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that...
God damn it.
A lot of things were wrong with that shot. The fellow's desk was the wrong choice.
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
Remain collegial, officer. It was an honest mistake, and I will not repeat it. No, any more mistakes could put us...
Kuno's...
The lieutenant...
I have to say, it's...
You know, you don't feel like too bad of a shot yourself.
Ikka ei saa alla puu otsast seda vendana.
Climb up there and there has to be a less risky way. Someone else? You mean like...
Call the police, yeah.
Someone like a paid garbage man? Or I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us.
Ma tahan ise tulistada.
Go ahead. I'm not...
This is the...
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana boy.
The cold...
The fuck are you...
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You
Ma panen veel ühe hand-eye coordination'isse enne.
Ground, and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Quest'i andsid tekib, ma kunagi neid tehtud.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth?
They shut up.
Or what? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
58% võimalus ära lasta pihta. Use your left eye first.
Your field...
Look, he's crying.
Ikka ei tähenda.
You gonna cry
Point the
now,
gun.
faggoty. Do it. Set me free.
You feel as though it would...
Don't.
Do it.
Pull the trigger, las see tatikale mingi tatti. Fuck you, little shit.
Put it right here, Mulka! Right here!
Intense shit, copper.
Could waved his gun! It wasn't intense!
Tere, nüüd on väiksem võimalus, noh. Ei küll pohhu. Mingi paugutamine käib, noh.
A plume of smoke. You missed.
Oh my...
Asked for another shot.
Damage
You'll get
morale.
The goddamn light reflected off some.
I need another
You made
shot.
it wrong. You made it there.
Vittupa wants to fuck up again
What is
bad!
vittu pää raisk? There's something wrong with your weapon. It keeps missing.
The armistice is sufficiently...
It's not the gun.
Pig!
Kuno has hands. Kuno can shoot that shit down for you.
Anna Kunole pisse.
We still need to get the bad way. The way I didn't want us to. By asking the harbor for help. They have the tools and the men. If they... To ask this clearly...
Suck my dick, bitches!
From the gates. By the leader of the union.
Yeah? Don't go being...
Nojah.
Lonesome. Long way home. Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market. Past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake. The frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rent.
Yes? What do you want to know? I'm afraid you don't know. I use better still than an imbecile cop-off. What's there to say? It's the cop kind. Well, I think the
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
Unbelievable kill count. 3 killi on see unbelievable.
A good joke. It's good we said. Was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition? Martinez? Nothing. Yes. I'm an Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter.
Pissing
Forget I ever
competition.
mentioned it.
Logic.
What do you want to know? 3 days during that time.
The brief, no,
the
ma ei
victim
loe,
had been
ma ei
stripped
viitsi
of
seda
his
lugeda.
belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used a security guard. They didn't identify. There's a strong prejudice. That's us. Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. No, it's not a part.
The lieutenant adjusts.
Good.
No response. A moment passes. The lieutenant.
Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
Räägi endast mulle.
That's a fair point. All right.
Tell me a secret. No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. It's like you're locked down.
Something the matter?
What's going on?
Give up.
The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
Good. Let's change the subject.
Üks quest sai tehtud jälle. Sadam nüüd on see. Ma peaks need kindad ära võtma. Pean need juurde. Aedniku kindad jätan endale. Kaua aednik. Mina niisama su kinnastega. ajakirjad. Welcome to Revachol.
Welcome to Revachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol? Every school of thought and government has failed in the city. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it...
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind, but you see, I'm...
Silent, your partner
Mingi
needs
vaidleb
backup.
sinna.
Now's your moment to shine.
Punch on the shoulder. Your partner needs backup. Fucking make him.
The lieutenant exhales.
Whatever you say.
He smells of heavy motor oils. And his breath of high tar
I
content
found this maa selle
probably
rassistliku kruusi või?
whites.
It's about biological... Not the most popular topic nowadays, with a coalition in charge, you know.
Oh, so you're a
You might
racist.
want to
Makes
change the topic.
sense.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that. So, lately we Occidentals have experienced an... This concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant. The damn kids... It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new subrace.
Oh, fuck yourself.
Don't push you.
On raha maas lihtsalt. Mis kauplus see on? See on see apteek.
You see several the packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over. The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says
Tara
one bottle
automat.
equals 10.
Oh, that's the tear machine. It's... You need a... Feel free to use...
Ta ütles enne, et mul on kilekotti vaja, kui ma tahan taarat koguda.
A small cap.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed. I don't really know what hypnogamma is. Uh-huh. St. Baptiste. You know, St. Baptiste.
Suitsu müüb ka või?
A colourful the bottles wink at you in the light. There, in that dark green glass. All in vain. The great flowing river of warmth.
Not a good place
wine,
for recovering addict.
Guess not, no.
Good thing.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
30 raha maksab see kõige kallim viin. Potent Pilsner. Mooks. Undercover.
No, Frit only sells legal the pale aged vodka, you know.
Don't worry your pretty little head about it.
I mean...
Mida iganes. Ma ei hakka ostma viina, kurat, apteegist. Käib mingi protestimine.
Scab? A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think. Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to Scab. Personally, I'd rather beg than Scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to him?
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling
I'm
them
a
up all
cop.
the time. I was just messing with you. Imagine. You. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder. Of course, policia.
He didn't do it. It's the truth.
You know, serious business.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Kellega ma siis rääkima pean siin. Selle vennaga. See ongi see 200 kilo venda.
Bastards! We have a right to work! Hold up and stay frost.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down. We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes. Good. We're fighting for a cause here.
Right.
Besides,
ei hakka mingit protestijaid siin maha
it
suruma.
helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence. Rights of people. Rights of workers. To have gainful might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand though. Maybe you should ask them the questions. Like, we have families to feed you.
So do we, Scott.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I know nothing about a murder. Wouldn't put it past these.
Right to work!
It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment.
Sure, why not?
Why not? I see numerous reasons here to be pity.
Teeme värava lahti,
Let us work!
What is a strike? No tere, see on ka hea küsimus, noh.
Honest men and women with rights to work. We came here to help.
I have a question.
Why you think they follow because I'm big and loud? No, they follow the rule. We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't. Main gate's locked, and I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer, or whatever he is. Like civilized folk, you mean?
It would be better for...
No! They will!
Hea küll. Raha jälle maas.
A lorry stuck in the traffic. The windows are clear. They've been recent. Fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you, making your eyes sting. The odor the driver, a large metal pendant. The back end.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is.
Aga mingi rassist. Ma ei tea, ma vist lähen vales suunas juba. Ma ei viitsi siin küll majandada. Ülevalt sai ka kuskil, ei tea. Oota, mis see räägib ka nüüd midagi juurde?
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you? Body still hanging in the tree? I'm not really an admirer of dead body. I don't operate in that I walk around. Yeah, the two and then press the button to unlock, then go past him and you enter the arbor through the office.
Miks ta mingi 7 korda peab mulle ütlema, kuidas uksest?
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or...
Hakka rassistiks, et saada uksest
maybe
sisse.
Maybe it actually is completely impossible. Not yet, no. Jean-Luc himself would say that sure. Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Ühe mündi annab mulle.
The coin narrowly.
Yeah, no 83% võimalus ikka ei saa.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It was not meant as provocation.
The boyadero stares at you with respect. Then
Right, always glad to help out
Üks
the
sent.
Elysium. We're on the same...
ühe raha. see on mingi musklivend siin.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, sandwich. That is precisely the negative. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making you... No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning. Jerking motions, signs of a late state. You will be superseded.
It is, baby.
There is a button right behind him. Just, this man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
Push him, mingi kuradi musklimehe.
It is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering the... Enough with this. Bring your troops to the cemetery. Walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Ghul.
Subscribe to this advanced race theory. Mida
Inside,
vittu,
we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls. The racists are welcomed. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw. Your silence betrays your
Annan talle selle kruusi
does not so much as glance at the object.
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it. Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with
ta on
this.
valgete vastu rassist.
The race enigma runs much deeper than that. Mr. Claire, also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline, jam, individualism. You have gotten these ideas from the offshoot. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable. What you need is to come to...
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
Kõik on rassist.
That will be the...
There always is.
Race is reality.
We still need to get into the harbor. We need help with the tree situation.
Ma siis saan sinna sisse.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Murrab ära.
How did this happen? You must be out of your mind.
Your fist cracks in his hand like a...
The words to the song have changed.
Your hand twists in his grip and the pain blinds you.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organism.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civil. I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that Hulk.
ühe kuuliga ei lase seda vend ära.
There must be some other way. Let's go see the yard again. It faces the other end of the harbor. We're done with Measurehead here. Let's think of...
Mujalt sisse saama. Mitte siit ka. Raha jälle. Mingi pomps ka veel.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet. It's the warmth of an intimate fire. Maybe she could give no response wherever.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave. Why?
The woman still nothing.
Ei saagi rääkida selle pompsuga.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island. A silver plaque. As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are something with someone shot him in the heart. Interesting.
Okay, I can see it. Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution. But the statue is...
Maybe it's connected to the murder.
If we connect every bullet hole in I've made a note.
The king stands high above you, surveying the bay. What did he do? High above you.
Nojah. Siin ei ole midagi. Mine tagasi sinna jaardi või? Selle tädi kuradi kummikinnastega olen ikkagi. Äkki nüüd saab hüpata sealt. Äkki kaine juba tegelane. Miks ta siit lihtsalt ei saa? Ei teagi.
The tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
Ei lase isegi proovida. Ma ei tea ka, siis veel suurema ringiga sealt väljaspoolt võtsin jälle teed edasi. Tatti ei taha puu otsa ronida ja maha saagida või?
What's up with that? You wanna...
Not all of...
No one Kuno, no, but you and...
The determination in his voice.
One word...
You hear the Kuno?
Ask your relationship with Kuno.
You and Kuno are fucking done.
Let's go.
Esimene päev tööl ja ei ole isegi laipa saanud seina pealt maha. Või sealt puu otsast maha. Jälle mingi pomps. Igal pool on pompsud. Seal on. Raha seina sees. Võtan pompsult selle koti ära. Taarat korjata. siis siia ei saanud siis ikka kuskile minna. Selle peale ei osanud karakter midagi öelda.
Nothing to see here. Yeah.
Ikka ei oska. Seda venda ka veel mõnitada. Uks.
There must be another way into the building.
Mida vittu, mis kuradi jumpscare see oli, noh? Türa küll mingi 7-kordselt mängis sama seda häält.
Can't get involved in this.
Jälle mingi prügikast. Luutida igalt poolt mingit asja.
A sturdy metal door. The door rattles again. The door rattles.
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside. The police? Everyone knows the police. No. I'll go check the
Backyard door.
Madame,
There is no reply.
Tädi ei lase tuppa.
A striking woman.
Good evening, officers. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM. Beaton, my maiden name. Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one.
Relax. She meant it in jest.
I'm glad to see you here.
Like Steve.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist
See
the
tuligi
RCM in this matter, I will.
streikiga tegema.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead.
It happens quicker than a shooting star.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade I believe the official title is Senior Labour Negotiator.
And how are the talks going?
They're not.
Wait. She just admitted that the lynching and the strike are connected.
Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates. Yes, Jean-Luc Measurehead. Yes, I believe there is a connection. Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
Sellepärast pooti üles, et mingi streigi teema.
And when did you first?
I arrived 3 weeks ago.
But the strike began in...
I wasn't the original
This isn't the first time, do you...
Heavens, no. There have been 2 prior. Mr. Clare told him to... How did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see. Yes. Keep in mind, there are leaflets every worker, a member of the board. Fortunately, just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. I'm not sure. And now...
Excuse.
I first...
This checks out.
Everard Clare, of course.
If you were to prick him with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife may...
He is the most... Yes, it's how they circumvent the term limit. The Débardeurs Union was once a organized...
A mob.
Refreshing. And your opinion, detective? If I may ask. I'm a curious and talkative person.
Minu arvamus või?
Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
I prefer to not have an
Of course,
opinion.
officer. I'm glad you asked.
Disappear.
Yes.
This forewoman, her name?
Sadly, the company records do not even give a name. Indeed, the point of the president...
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
The scabs.
Don't let her answer it herself.
If these strike breakers...
It's implied. She's open to this.
Of course. How else can I help? Why, yes I am.
Mis kuradi? Küsin mingi paadi kohta või?
We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around? Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou. We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le... I haven't seen it.
Actually, that motor carriage is... It's for cross...
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for... The boat? No. It's a pleasure craft. My sloop.
I mean...
I really do, the lieutenant thinks.
Officer.
Ma küsin kõik asjad paadi kohta või?
I just renewed its safety inspection last... The other time, I would.
Actually, you don't. It is a little known fact among those who police that the Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCMD. I was just being polite. Even school children know the Wayfarer Act.
About the boat? Good. What we do? I'm the Pine, and that is the terminal. Another subdivision. I'm not at...
A billion?
20...
Jäängi klõpsima sellele tegelasele nii palju neid asju, mida ta räägib.
If it stops moving, it will die. They start centuries of care, deliberation, and madness. You mean aside from being the terminals, there are no minor
With your help, hopefully, says her warm
Asja ma nüüd
tone.
sain.
Quite a few. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets.
Of course, and this...
How curious. Why is that, detective?
Mis siis tehtud?
I see. So, are you saying you lost your bag? Oh dear.
As I...
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Mul ei ole seda politseimärki.
She's a negotiator. Just
I will be frank.
You're in.
Reports from inside
They're profiting from this.
the company has tried or...
Detective. This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and you know, not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Ma ei tea, kuhu ma ennast kirja panin nüüd.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept. Oh, that would... You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months. No. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? That's the man who was killed. Better not tie the fourth day to the back. This...
Don't be phased.
We may be here.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know.
You're rich.
Anything
Can I
else?
have
Is what
some
you
money?
want. Look at that lady. Why, yeah, wow. These are... Now look at... You're poor. Poor as bull. Maybe...
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to... It's quite...
Ingredients for...
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL and various synthetic psychedelics. Yes.
Wild pine...
We're in logistics. Yes, but you won't get anything out of unlikely offer. Perhaps you've noticed that a number... I'll be explicit. If you find this... We did.
We know the company...
Well, here's your... No. This is 1,000...
Well...
What is that?
Why I had to...
I am sorry. How do you...
Nad on nii palju teksti, ma ei jaksa näha.
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant. Yes?
absoluutselt ei huvita, mida
It
ta
may,
räägib.
in the meantime, let me know if there's any other... Of course, detective.
Kuhu ma ennast nüüd kirja panin? Get a reality lowdown.
You're back.
See, et anna raha
Good.
mulle.
What can I help you? More lessons in basic reality? We're in Martinez. Martinez, you would be excused. I'm not a... This place used to be a province. It's not yet.
Vast, lukewarm, and
Kai,
it is and to humanity.
I would be happy to. These are for the revolution. It's quite easy. Those...
Issand, kui
did
palju
they
teksti.
Yes, yes. And
Yes,
a lot of
yes,
the real
no.
thing, yes. Him and tens of the liberals got the mineral rights.
Liberal.
Some were... They didn't...
We.
To foreign
Issand,
intervention.
kes, ka keegi
The
loeb ka
coalition.
seda juttu kõike või?
Those people, the liberal, the coalition, the more, at least this is their zone of course.
Rooty tooty.
That's the way of history. The revolution, it wasn't a who, it made people, of course, from why.
Vähemalt karakter õpib midagi praegu.
Yours.
No doubt. A city, the zone of modernity, 40, the 20, the 30, no. Welcome to reality. Good question. So a court liquidate in the end, and what is
My position.
understandable? They are what anyway.
Not so fast.
Leveli sain nii palju uut infot andis, et tegelane sai leveli. Loogikasse, jah. Ma saingi kätte ja reality lowdown asja. Forget saab ka panna.
It's a neurological, well,
She nods slowly.
hmm.
She won't maneuver her.
I am
She raises the corner.
an ultra-liberal. It's a type of liberal. From the revolution.
Ultra-liberal.
It's not the modern
I
kind.
liberate pretty hard myself.
No, are you
In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire.
I do. When the dust settled, the liberals would you. I would not.
She really.
Then for
Dark orange flames reflect in her green.
perhaps
You're no dummy yourself.
a smart boy get yes,
Seditious talk, man.
yes. A bird.
Bird.
A sphenicid. A flightless bird of or two. A pre-revolution. This one mostly splat.
You could be wrong. But from here, it appears as if she's running the brush across her.
Wonderful. The girl in the old lady rags looks like a sullen and yes, she prefers a fantasy world.
Now explain the same thing but to a child.
It is young people who all right. What next? Glad to have been of assistance. The
Ja
little
nüüd anna
that I
raha.
know.
Voila, you're doing it.
Why, yes,
She's surprisingly nonchalant about this. Could it be that
that's a good sum. Not too small, not fantastically.
she removes
Andiski soti mulle.
paper is cold?
Ma saan nüüd tagasi
must-
maksta
So,
sellele
I
baarmanile
hope I
või?
didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
You bribed me all right. I'm your little peon.
You're right, man.
Which he most certainly would.
Wow, you work hard.
You work hard.
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. Oh, yeah. Look at yourself. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't log that in as a donation either. You don't log any of that shit in.
Ma ei pane midagi kirja, kõigilt andke maksu.
Sure. Are you rich? That's right. You work hard. The guardsman has set him... Boo-hoo. Look, that's 98% of all your money.
I'm a free market fundamentalist now. Nojah.
What are you, a racist? Don't be a racist. Be a cool immigrant, ultra-liberal free market advocate. Ride or die. Keep it street.
If not being ultraliberal makes racist. No mis asja? Ultraliberaal, davai.
Go hustler.
Kus see on nüüd siin? Unlock a new slot. Ma panen sellel cancel'it. Panen selle ikka ultraliberaali. Mida paariline räägib.
Yes? Excuse me? Detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be in a That's good. Some you time? This is a police investigation. Please do. We wouldn't want your regiment to spill over into...
Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't... If you're so well qualified.
Toimub sellega rääkida.
The streets will
not...
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested. Ask away, pigman. But I don't promise to answer. I ain't no snitch.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm...
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko. Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
So you don't know what to write.
This place is severe. I thought I'd mix it. Have you ever We rarely... Yeah?
I love public art.
Thanks. I'm sure the
The lieutenant is desperately searching for another handkerchief. Hatred, disgust, the woman on the...
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her. On a first-name basis with her, are we? Pig, it's where they grow whores like her. Have you got a crush on her? What's your back?
Mõtle välja, kuhu ma peaks edasi minema. Vana muti ukse peale kopad.
A sturdy metal door. The door...
Stop banging on the door. Doesn't matter.
From within.
The police. No. Go check the...
Backyard door. There must be another entrance to the east.
Madame!
There is no...
Päev ära lõpetada lihtsalt. Lähen maksan 100 raha tagasi. Raamatupoes ei ole ka veel käinud. Raamatupood on kinni juba. Kirjakast.
The dented yellow mailbox.
Lõid varbu ära nüüd.
There is a hollow. Your toe has suffered damage.
Seda küll.
Cool. You really showed that mail. I don't. Let's go.
Nüüd patsutad. Väga loll.
The mail...
Uued tegelased on.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching our syrupy... Oh, excuse me. A colourful piece of plastic on the counter rolled out of his open hand. You see a blister pack of headache medicine. It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a
Deal
job
the
permit.
ID.
A young, able-bodied man stares back at you. Your fingers find their way into the shackle. The man emits a loud snore. No, he's looking the other way. Perhaps
Ei ole, ta ei saa
purposefully.
siia poole vaatama. Pocketbook'id tiikuvad.
You slip the plastic ID card out of the loop and pocket it. The man continues to snore. You find a black paper note with a woman's
5 raha ka
profile.
panin rotti talt.
Seems like this woman. Yum yum. The sleeping dock worker has little to say about your actions. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
Can I help you? Yes. Have you got it? A lot. For the room and broken window? 100 real. Well,
I hope you choke on it.
great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for
71
services
sai
rendered.
selle eest.
If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please. I'll unlock. Please pay for each night in advance.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always. Can I
Mõtleks ta
help
sai
you?
midagi veel
Another thing.
rääkida.
Yes.
Midagi. Terve leveli sai selle raha eest, mis rikka paaditädi käest sai. Kuhu ma veel peaks panema siis? Empati on 0 praegu. Lie and detect lies. Rhetoric. Iga päev peab 20 raha teenima.
The door is closed. There is no. You hear that a tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. The door is closed. The door. This door can. The door still. The door.
Much harder.
The door
Praegu on
is
mööda
still.
vajutada.
The lieutenant gives. You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray. Light it up.
Ta kuradi. Oni raisk.
This is the door to the.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress.
Esimene päev politseinikuna tehtud. Mulle praegu aitab ka.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is.
Now then, we should talk about
Laip ja ikka puu
investigation.
otsa.
But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. I have a cigarette.
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
How did you get cool?
Yes. It's been a long and eventful. Well, we inspected the victim. I would say. Then you shot him in the chest, which wasn't ideal. And we
What?
still
To
have
make
get
sure
him
he
down.
was really dead.
We weren't. We tried to. I have above all.
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
It's impressive. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange. They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Rebachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real. Yes, officers of the RCM. The RCM's we can arrest people, of course. You can't. As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a we don't convict. We arrest. You have to. not a good... The coalition, DRC, or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. Be sentimental if you like. The moralist they're a union of... What do they believe? Interesting.
Something...
jälle mingi kuradi leksikon tuleb läbi lugeda.
A historic figure.
Elu sessi
Moral
viitsi.
internal. Do you? In fact, we would need them even if you didn't think that way. We are in what is called the twilight of international... Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martin.
The dying... This...
They really... It's our fault. We run... It's incredibly hard. Me too.
He is very...
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Ikka tahab rääkida.
We should think about... We can pick...
No jah.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. The bed is cold and not... The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight, and then sleep. And then sleep doesn't come. Obviously, maybe it's the bed's fault. It's a little better. Colors, your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over.
Game. Aitab kah tänaseks. Sai ka juba. Davai, näeme järgmine kord.